Hey guys, what's up? I recently have been going over this video with a lot of the athletes at the gym, and I wanted to get it out there to again provide good content to athletes, coaches, lookalikes that are trying to see what should be going on. All right, a lot of times as athletes, we get very wrapped up in, and I did it myself as a beginning athlete. Um, we get wrapped up in like the big high numbers, the platform lifts, and we're not watching enough of the athletes' buildups or these professional high level athletes and what actually matters. Okay. And that is the actual build-up process. Too many times athletes just think the numbers at the top are what matters. They open their program, like, oh, what do I have today? Okay, I got to snatch at 65 twice. Man, that's going to be hard. And they just like dial in on that. They're not focusing on all the other things that have to still happen in their warm-up process to actually successfully get there. And the warm-up is not just like playing with the PVC pipe. It is every rep up to your training load, and then that's the actual workout for the day or your lift for the day. So this video of an old athlete named Rebecca Koha, she's changed her name since then, et cetera, et cetera. I won't get into the semantics of that. She's back lifting, so that's cool. One of the best lifters, in my opinion, that has lifted in the last 20 years of sport. Multi champion. Her coach is a renowned technician when it came to managing her and being a coach for Lithuania. Just outstanding lifting. But we're gonna watch her movement. We're gonna talk about some of the key points that I think need to be watched. Right out the gate, there's a couple things we're going to talk about. The biggest thing that I know I continue to talk to athletes about is timing and tempo. This sport is not just crank it off the ground as fast as you can go. You will fall short all the time of that motion. All right, the sport is very much a timed explosion. And even like breaking that apart, it's a tight, controlled, properly positioned explosion. And then more, right? Then you have to displace yourself under the bar into a tight position. So, watching these videos, what you'll be able to see is the athlete accelerates when they want and how they want. It's not just random. And you'll be able to watch her every lift, toe and toe, exactly the same. The timing point, when she drives and accelerates, you'll be able to see that. No rep changes. What you'll also see is her liftoff is consistent from her first couple reps to her heaviest reps. The liftoff timing and tempo, it's strong and it's in position. All right, this is one of the things I say at 4-star all the time is like, to be a good lifter, you have to have strong positions that will allow you to have strength. And then if you have a strong position with good strength, then you can be fast. That will allow you to be a good lifter and put up big numbers. You can't just be strong in this sport. You can't just be fast. There has to be a bridge or a connector between the two, and that is proper position. All right. And that gets like, yes, I know obviously we lose it after a time. You're trying, but that's like, it's part of the game, right? You want to be a hockey player, you have to shoot the puck a lot of times. You have to do it while you're tired. You have to do it while you're exhausted. When we were in the military, I used to have to do things called stress shoots. It's great to go to the range when you're not tired and comfortable, but then you also need to practice when you're literally dead ass tired as you can to make sure you're able to do it well. All right. So, as we watch the video, we can go ahead and note that, this is all things gym video. So thank you for those guys eternally, being one of the multimedia platforms that I've always put out weightlifting. But the upcoming set of yellows is one of my favorite. I might rewind it if it happens too fast. You can see on this first set, she's moving nice and controlled. Then on her second set, she accelerates something. Okay, now what she accelerates is not her liftoff. It's actually her acceleration phase or the explosion phase, the drive, once she's past the knees. And she also has sped up after hitting peak extension her displacement. She pulls under faster. And that's what you'll see as the lifts get heavier and heavier, what increases in speed, but the liftoff stays the same. So again, we'll rewind that a little bit. So again, the first one, nice and controlled. Then you should be able to notice the second one gets much quicker. an active pull under the bar. She's not just driving it as high as she can. So as we start to see these reps continue on, you'll see the same thing going on. We have a nice controlled liftoff. The explosion phase gets more aggressive. The pull under gets more aggressive. So it's one of those things to be said. As we get more tired, we kind of always choose to just grab the bar and go, or grab the bar and hope. You need to stay with what you've actually done the whole buildup. And if you've done your buildup right, generally will stick around for the actual lift. Most of the time, you guys can deadlift the weight you needed to snatch. The problem is you're trying to do it all out of order. You're trying to be fast too early, so then you're missing your positions, or you're being fast too early, so then you're decreasing acceleration through the end of the pull. And even out on the platform, that liftoff is almost the same. Timed acceleration, fast displacement under the bar. Side view. Now, one of the interesting things about her is that she has had a tendency to be watched, and she will take her opener in the back. This is a common trait that a few of our lifters have taken on themselves, and it's built a lot of confidence for them. So again, consistent liftoff, big explosion when it's needed. Timing and tension, explosion, pull under. So that was our second attempt. Now you notice she's doing lifts in the back. All right, that's because this is the equivalent of a local meet. Had a bunch of higher end lifters in a local meet, but so she had to wave up and down a little bit. And third attempt. And there it is. So again, hopefully you guys get something out of this. Like I said, I've been showing this to a lot of people. All right, and it's been helping. Okay. So take your time, set up intention, powerful liftoffs that are strong, then be explosive. Hope this helps you guys. And until the next one.